Remy, last time you and me went one-on-one, it ended with me having my hand raised. And tonight, it's gonna be no different. I'm gonna remind you why they call me the Greek god.
Alexander Apollo, you walk around calling yourself the Greek god, but since you've shown up in IWC, I've yet to see anything divine. See, the last time you and me met, Apollo, you got the best of me. You got a lot of promise. I give credit where credit's due. But that was nothing but beginner's luck. Tonight, you want to make this your proving ground? Well, I'm Remy Levay, and I'm the god of the underground here in Pittsburgh. And tonight, your proving ground becomes my battleground.
What's up, IWC? It's the hot tea, Shae. I don't know if any of you know tonight who my opponent is. It's Loveless. More like Laura, who dis bitch thinks she is stepping in the ring with me.
It's your girl, Loveless, and I know that Ella likes to sip the tea and the drama. Well, she needs to be a little less concerned with that tea and a little more concerned that I don't knock those teeth out of her mouth. So Ella, if you're listening, and I know you are, girl, you need to be concerned with me. Get your head in the game, because I'm the real OG. I'm the Simon.
We are here at Proving Grounds, and I've decided I am sick and tired of everybody telling me, Zander Gabriel, that I am the weak link in the best friendship there is in the IWC between Bulk Nasty and Zander Gabriel. I'm going to go ahead and take out the Gavel David Lawless and help Bulk Nasty go on to beat Jock Sampson on July 17th.
Counselor, can you believe that IWC is putting you in the ring with the breaker of dorks, Zander Gabriel, Bulk Nasty's best friend?
Zander, how kind of you to crawl out of your mom's basement and face the Gavel David Lawless tonight. Let me tell you what, the only website that you're going to go to this evening is www.regulatorsmountup.com.
Hello everybody and welcome to this episode of IWC's Proving Ground Series. Reloaded's in the books and now we are on the way to July 17th, IWC Fight Night. And tonight, the action continues with the Proving Ground Series. I'm standing next to my broadcast partner, Hardcore Hooven. They gave you a live mic again.
Is it working? I think it's working. I'm happy to be back for a really great night of pro wrestling action here at the facility.
And the action starts hot from top to bottom. In our opening contest, the Greek god Alexander Apollo goes one-on-one with Remy Levay.
You know, Alexander Apollo, rising young star, so much momentum, but Remy Levay, a very underrated veteran of the IWC.
And history will be made in the hallowed halls of the Iron City Wrestling Academy. It's our first ever women's contest on our Proving Ground Series as Shae goes one-on-one with Loveless.
You know, part of this Proving Ground Series is opportunity, and Loveless is an accomplished wrestler in the area, but we're going to see what she can do when she makes her debut in an IWC ring.
And in our main event, Zander Gabriel's trying to take out the regulators one by one. He's trying to make this upcoming bout with Bulk Nasty a fair fight. He goes one-on-one with the Gavel David Lawless in tonight's main event.
I'm really looking forward to that, Nick. You know, it's going to be a great night of action here tonight.
And we're going to send it to the ring right now. The action starts. It's episode 3, IWC's Proving Ground Series. Starting on this episode of Proving Ground as Remy Levay attacking the Greek god Alexander Apollo from behind, and these two certainly have history. As I send it over to my broadcast colleague, Hardcore Hooven, welcome back to the broadcast
Thanks
booth.
for having. A beautiful drop kick there by Apollo. You know, Apollo's first match in the IWC was actually against the Culmination, and this feud has made its way all the way to the Iron City Wrestling Academy. But you saw how that match started, and Apollo's firing her up now, but you can't turn your back on Remy Levay. You know, he sometimes gets overshadowed a little bit, but he's a veteran here in the IWC, and there's a reason he's been relevant and respected for so long. He is a very skilled competitor.
Well, this is the first time we've seen Remy Levay in action here on Proving Ground, but this is certainly not the first time that Remy Levay has been inside the Iron City Wrestling Academy. As you mentioned, Remy Levay trained here.
He did. He's one of our homegrown stars, and you know, despite the decisions he's made, maybe some of the allies he's chosen, you have to respect him as a competitor and as somebody that can always. He's a former tag team champion multiple times.
Well, only time will tell if that respect factor plays into this match, because from what I see, Remy Levay came alone to this match, and you have to respect that.
Yeah, you know, once again, he sometimes gets overshadowed, but he is a very dangerous in-ring competitor, and you can see right now, Apollo has that kind of youthful energy, but Remy has wrestled a million people that were youthful and energetic, and he's found a way to put them down. So he's not seeing something new, but Apollo is.
Well, Alexander Apollo, certainly one of the brightest rising stars here in IWC. I've had my eye on this kid for a while because he's been improving every single time he gets in the ring, and I try not to be biased, but after what happened a few weeks ago, I have a deeper appreciation for the Greek god as he takes that hard chop. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him, Hooven.
At least somebody does, because Remy just chopped the crap out of him. He's fighting back, though. But once again, you see right there, Remy just cuts him off. He's seen this energy. He's seen a lot of these moves before in his experience, and he's using that knowledge against them.
And Remy Levay, you know, we talk about, well, as Remy goes into the cover, just a 2 count, we talk about some of these young trainees that are currently, you know, working out every day here at the Iron City Wrestling Academy, that they've won an opportunity. And that's not just the newbies. Remy Levay, somebody who's, you mentioned, been thrown in with the culmination. You know, anytime you mention Remy Levay, you have to mention Otis Cogar. You have to mention the culmination, and Remy's going it alone. He wants to prove that he can still do it. Former tag team champion.
He's done it before, and you know, I've been in the ring with Remy Levay multiple times, and we don't see eye to eye, but I respect the hell out of him. And right there, those stiff forearms. Go out here, then they're trading blows now.
Here it comes. It's a slugfest now, Hooven. Who's going to come out on top?
You know, you got to, like I said, you got to wonder. Remy always seems to have something up his pocket right there, and he's going to, you know what? He's stopping the momentum, and he's trying to put him to sleep. Once again, that veteran presence coming through.
Absolutely. Trying to wear down the Greek god, take the wind out of him.
And that's a smart move, because, you know, the facility is not air conditioned. This is a hot environment.
That's an understatement here, Hooven.
You know, so you put something like that on, and you wonder, can Apollo really feed up from that? Crowd's behind him, though.
Yeah, they're absolutely getting behind Alexander Apollo, and why not? He's been improving. He stands up for what he believes in.
And that gut-wrench
future
suplex.
Champion.
That gut-wrench suplex right there, but he needs to capitalize.
He feels it now. Hard clothesline from Alexander Apollo. And again, Remy Levay up. Thought he was going for a third, but instead, going for a suplex.
Oh.
Fisherman.
Ooh, a fisherman suplex. You know, there's that heat again. The canvas might be a little bit slippery. He torqued him a little bit, but that might have actually worked out in Apollo's favor, because that might have done more damage than a traditional fisherman suplex.
Both men slow to their feet. Apollo trying to get back in it as Remy Levay's just trying to catch his breath. Apollo misses with the huge discus clothesline, but Remy Levay connects.
And you know that once again right there, you're young, you're energetic, and you start clapping to the audience, and look what happens. Remy Levay comes out, hits you with that move.
And that's impressive, Hooven, because Remy Levay has won so many matches that way, and Alexander Apollo was able to kick out.
But, you know, this is the second time I've seen Apollo on Proving Grounds, and he needs to really focus on his opponent more so than the crowd. You know, it's when you're new and young, it's exciting to get people to clap for you, but all that really matters is getting that pin or submission at the end of the match.
Well, getting the pin definitely helps. I mean, having the fans behind you, nothing wrong with that.
And, you know, Apollo has a really good frame on him, and he's using that right now against Remy.
Series of reversals, and he connects with the huge discus clothesline. Apollo
I think
the
it's
cover.
Over. This would be, and it is over.
Apollo, huge win here on Proving Ground.
Another major statement by Alexander Apollo.
Greek God, impressive win here tonight against Remy Levay. The wins are piling up. So is the momentum. A lot of people are wondering what's next for you.
Well, let me tell you, BC, ever since winning IWC 2020 Rookie of the Year,
You know, Mr. Apollo, you always seem to stick your nose into my business. And for me, that's a problem. Do we have a problem?
The only problem I have with you is I want that right there. As for your friend back there, anytime, any place.
What's this? What's this?
Really? This is who you guys brought to wrestle me?
Well,
Really?
yeah, that's who's going to face her.
Really?
It's not very smart because Laura Loveless may be new to the IWC ring, but she's an accomplished wrestler in the area outside the state. She's a multiple champion at certain places. She's not somebody to take light. And you know, Ella's not the brightest girl. We've seen some of the decisions she made hanging out with Shae Gold, but you never underestimate your opponent. You just don't do that in pro wrestling.
Well, that's exactly what Ella Shae has done with Laura Loveless. We heard her say, and I quote in an earlier promo, who dis bitch?
Well, that's you. You're the tea-sipping bitch, right, Nick?
No, I mean, that's me, apparently, but she's talking about Laura Loveless, and she can't take Laura Loveless lightly. As you mentioned, she's currently a dual champion.
Yep.
She's wrestled top women's stars such as Zoe Sky. She's been in the ring with Maria Manic, so Laura Loveless is not somebody to be taken lightly, even though this is the first time we've seen her here on Proving Ground here at IWC.
Ooh, and that was that. You know, Laura's showing her right now. You can't underestimate her because she's actually taking Ella to school right now. You know, some really nice,
what is
arm
this?
drags, and
Oh, I don't believe that.
here we go. Here we go.
Now, watch something here, underhanded. I knew something was coming. In the short amount of time that we've seen Ella Shae here at IWC.
Oh, and that was a modified Russian leg sweep. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
We've learned that she has a few tricks up her sleeve, and as you mentioned, Hooven, that was very impressive. Ella Shae, she's on a winning streak, and a win over Laura Loveless tonight could definitely put her right back in women's championship contention.
You know, but even bigger, you know, once again, you talk about opportunity at Proving Ground, and Laura Loveless can come in here, and if she can pull off this win, she has beat somebody that has challenged. Ooh.
Oh,
for the women's championship, but that was.
I don't know about that.
Laura may be hurt, you know.
Yeah, we heard the shriek, and that was an uncomfortable shriek. I think the referee might want to go in there and check on Laura Loveless. She might have a dislocated shoulder.
And once again,
look at this, Ella Shae with a handful of hair, Hooven. This is.
Oh, she's gonna learn. She's gonna learn the hard way. The stiff kicks to the midsection. Laura Loveless has her up.
Laura Loveless won't stay down. What are we about to see here? Maybe a Death Valley driver, Samoan drop?
It looks like a Samoan drop. It looks like a Samoan drop.
Wow! Ooh. Unbelievable strength and power from Laura Loveless, and this could be a huge upset, Hooven. Only a 2 count.
You know, and this is the first women's match we've had at the Proving Grounds, and it's showing, you know, once again, there's so many people out there, that just want an opportunity to prove themselves.
Laura Loveless off the ropes, head of steam. Ella Shae gets out of the way just in the nick of time. And what are we going to see now from Ella Shae? Oh!
Some more kicks to the back, you know. You have to wonder if that earlier move has hurt Laura. You know, one downfall being an in-ring competitor is I've been injured. I've known I've been injured, but instead of doing the right thing, I try to finish the match. So I'm hoping that Laura's kind of taking the right risks in this one.
Well, this is definitely a huge opportunity for Laura Loveless. Regardless of how her shoulder's feeling, she needs to continue here to open some eyes here in IWC. And look at this, Ella Shae, how disrespectful this young lady has become in her short tenure in IWC. And I don't know if that's quite warranted, Hooven.
Well, you know, once again, she's coming with a bad attitude. She's an interesting young lady.
Look,
but,
she gets a 2 count, so she thinks going at it again will give her a 3 count. That's ridiculous.
Well, nobody said she was good at math. She hanged out with Shae Gold.
Handful of hair for at least the second time in this match.
Oh, now that's disrespectful. You know, Laura's a multiple-year veteran over her. But, you know, sometimes this is what you have to do to get ahead. You know, Ella, at the very least, isn't shy that she doesn't respect anybody. And apparently it is tea time. Well, that's a lucky turnbuckle, but more lucky that Laura got out of the way on that.
I'm going to ignore what you said, Hooven, and call the rest of this match. Both ladies up to their feet. Who's going to take advantage here? Laura Loveless starting to feel it from the crowd. Head of steam. Oh, my goodness. I think we
stiff forearm. Oh, another stiff
We mentioned
forearm.
Loveless might have a dislocated shoulder, but Shae might have a dislocated jaw.
I think Lord Loveless has had enough. You know, Ella's about to reap what she sowed.
Again!
Oh.
That's the second time Ella went for the eyes. And right into the turnbuckle. Laura Loveless can't see what's going on. Shae trying to take advantage. And what are we about to see here? Shae going to the top rope, Hooven?
She's going up for her elbow drop. If she hits this elbow drop, it is over. And it is tea time.
Shae connects with the huge elbow. And that's going to do it. Shae victorious in our first ever women's contest here on the Proving Ground Series. And oh no, and I don't think that's out. Laura Loveless quick to her feet, and Shae is getting out of dodge. Main event time, Hooven. Here on this episode of Proving Ground, you see the Silver Bullet, Chris LaRusso, accompanying the Gavel, David Lawless, in this main event match against Zander Gabriel. Bulk Nasty conspicuous by his absence. You know, this was supposed to be one-on-one, the Proving Ground series. We run with an essential bare-bones crew, but you notice the Silver Bullet's still at ringside, regardless of everything I just said.
Well, you know, the regulators are going to do what the regulators want to do, and right there, once again, you know, Lawless, once again, you know, I always talk about Lawless. He's somebody that's an accomplished professional wrestler. Now, he might be, you know, more of a heavy here sometimes, help Jock Sampson out, but he's dangerous in the ring, and he's not somebody you play with.
Look at Zander Gabriel showing this crowd he's in phenomenal shape. He's in fighting shape, and he's ready to take down the Gavel David Lawless. You know, he's trying to eliminate the regulators one by one before this huge matchup between Bulk Nasty and Jock Sampson on the 17th of July.
Well, you know, it's funny. Zander's trying to take out the regulators one by one. He may actually be doing them a favor they don't know about, because if Zander gets his hands on them before Bulk, that might be better for them.
Look at the Gavel David Lawless.
And you know, Zander...
Insulting Zander there. That was plain insulting.
Zander's seen by Bulk's side a lot, but I actually was in Zander's debut match, his professional wrestling debut, and he's a talented wrestler. He has a lot of strength, as you can see. He has a great frame on him, and he can pick up that big win.
Well, I don't think this...
maybe the strength is...
They're going to say, I don't think the hold was working there. Gavel David Lawless connects with a huge elbow and going for the clothesline. Zander had it well scouted. Into the cover. Lawless kicks out, and don't let the... into a cover again.
1, 2.
Another kick out.
Zander seems to have an answer for everything Lawless is throwing at him.
Yeah, an elbow to the face of Lawless for his own right. And Zander Gabriel, what's this?
Well, I think...
Is he going to take him up for the chokeslam? No.
Nope.
Lawless connects with a huge right.
And once again, Lawless with that veteran presence, the veteran knowledge, stopping it. You know, he's not playing into Zander's game. Zander lives in his own world, and Lawless is not going to put up with it.
Yeah, but don't let the flashy ring attire fool you, Hooven. You mentioned Zander Gabriel is a very accomplished in-ring competitor. And
well, you look at some of the rookies that have come out: Spencer Slade, Cole Carter, you know, Elijah Dean, Zach Nystrom. Zander actually beat them all to gold. He was the first champion out of these new faces. He was a tag team champion as part of the infamous Steak and Eggs.
Wow, dynamite drop in there, Hooven.
Ooh, and a stiff neck breaker.
Lawless, I was going to say, he needs to capitalize, go into the cover. Not enough. as Zander's able to kick out. But I want to talk more about this match on July 17th. This match between Bulk Nasty and Jock Sampson, it could shape the future of IWC in a big way, and that's why this is supposed to be one-on-one. The Proving Ground Series is supposed to showcase these guys' talents, showcase what sometimes we don't see on our live pay-per-view events. And Chris LaRusso has just ruined the entire meaning of this entire broadcast.
Well, I mean, the regulators doing what the regulators do. They capitalize, they gang up on you. I mean, Jock Sampson almost shut this company down last year with these same tactics. So I don't ever expect a fair fight from the regulators, and frankly, if you do, you're an idiot.
I'm not saying that I expect a fair fight, Hooven. I'm just saying I expect, Bulk Nasty isn't here with Zander Gabriel. I would expect the Gavel to show up by himself here.
Oh, I wouldn't.
LaRusso's not getting paid for being on the outside, is he? I hope not.
Well, I mean, you never know. The regulators have a lot of money somehow.
I mean, you get paid for...
Oh! And that deceptive agility,
right in the heart.
And there's a little bit tribute to Jock Sampson right there. But, David Lawless is probably a solid 6'2", 230 pounds, and he moves around in there like a cruiserweight. He's a very talented wrestler. And I think we're just scratching the surface of what he can do here in the IWC.
Well, everything you mentioned, I think the top of that list right now is frustrated. That's what David Lawless has become with Zander Gabriel. He can't seem to find the right formula to take the advantage here. Zander, from the second rope, connects with a huge clothesline, and the gavel landed hard on his head.
Yeah. Now here's the thing, though. This is once again where the regulator factor, factors in. You still have Chris LaRusso. Zander Gabriel is, he is in a handicap match, whether he wants to say that or not. And a big atomic drop.
The Gavel going to be singing those high notes now as he goes to the corner. Zander Gabriel catching his breath. What are we about to see here? Head of steam. The Gavel had it scouted. Zander to the outside. He ducks the shot. And a huge right hand to David Lawless. Zander on the outside. Springboard into the Bulldog. And he connected the head to the knee. This could be a huge victory.
I have never seen Zander pull out that maneuver before.
That was a huge, impressive combination, Hooven. I thought that was it. And Chris LaRusso, I don't know, is there a doctor outside? I think Chris LaRusso may be having a heart attack. And I don't think it's heat stroke.
I don't know, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens now because they're both, it's been back and forth. Nobody has a clear advantage, and it looks like Zander's going,
well, this isn't the first time that we've seen David Lawless here on Proving Ground. We've been impressed with him over the last few weeks. And a blue thunder bomb, and I thought that was going to be it. That's the third or fourth time I thought each of these men had this match won. Chris LaRusso damn near jumped out of his Hawaiian shirt, and now these two men have to capitalize.
And Zander's looking for Bulk, who's obviously not here. So
Bulk's not here, buddy.
I have to wonder if he hit his head a little bit hard earlier on.
But we don't know how either of these men are feeling. The only people that know how these two men are feeling are the two men in the ring. Zander, the second time he's gone for this in the match.
Remembers.
The second time Lawless was able to hang on. That might have been a little low with the knee. I think it might have connected with the gut, if not. Lawless calling for the end, but Zander Gabriel able to roll him up, and that's it. Zander Gabriel surprises.
That is an upset.
I wouldn't call it an upset. I'd call it a decisive victory. And watch your back. The silver bullet, like a shark in the water, has attacked Zander Gabriel, and Bulk Nasty isn't here to help his partner. Chris LaRusso getting more airtime, which is something nobody requested. And the two of these men representing the regulators, representing Jock Sampson, taking advantage of a futile. Oh, what is this now? What strength from the gavel? Oh my God. Oh my God.
They think, here's the thing with the regulators, for as smart as they are, this is one of the dumbest things they can do. They are pissing off Bulk Nasty before that huge match on July 17th.
Yeah, they're pissing off Bulk Nasty, all right, but I think Zander might be hurt. The back of the neck came down hard on the gavel's knee, and we need to get the doctor for Zander Gabriel and the doctor for maybe Chris LaRusso's blood pressure. And we'll see you next time on the Proving Ground Series.
Here with David Lawless and Chris LaRusso. Guys, you just left Zander Gabriel laying out there, but it's not going to be that easy on July 17th because Jock Sampson has Bulk Nasty and you, Chris LaRusso, have Jack Pollock.
I want to make something abundantly clear right here and right now. Jack, you and I have never seen completely eye to eye, and I will admit I have done some heinous things to you over the long time we've known each other, but the one thing I have never done to you is lie to you. You think I'm the man who took you out in December? Jack, look me in the eyes. It was not me. But if you happen to feel some kind of way about it, on July 17th, you and I, one-on-one, I will do something heinous face-to-face, not jumping you from behind. And as a bonus, you get to see the GOAT start his climb back to the top of IWC.
It's like the fans and IWC management forgot about the last year of 2020 when Jock Sampson, the greatest of all time, was the IWC heavyweight champion. Now he has to go through Bulk Nasty, who last time I checked, he didn't wrestle the Honky Tonk Man. No, that was Jock. So Jock's reign restarts again, which should have happened a long time ago, quite frankly. It's malarkey that he didn't get a rematch. But anyway, the regulators are going to do what the regulators always do, and that's win and mount out.